This is a story of power of exemple, Chapter 3, Winter of Challenge. For some people, the arrival of the cold season is a reason for happiness. Snow, winter holidays, carolers, the Christmas tree, family meals, gifts, and happiness can be seen on the angelic faces of children. For many people, this period represents the best and most beautiful things in the world. For me, however, it was not like that at all. In fact, it was quite the opposite. My father had a gang, so to speak, in that village, and they would gather at the bar for drinking, violence, and gossip. And the ringleader of this gang was a boy about 10 years older than me. And since I was younger, he wanted to boss me around, make me do all the dirty work, like go clean his house, chop wood, and light the fire so it would be warm when he got home. Of course, I refused. And for this reason, while my father, drunk, watched me, that individual, I don't know the medical terms, but after the beating I received, my arm was completely locked in a V shape at the elbow. I couldn't straighten it anymore, obviously. The next day I ended up at the doctor, who suggested I should try to gently force it daily until the tendons recovered and I would regain mobility in that arm. But unfortunately, my father was not proud. Because I had embarrassed him, how could I be so weak as to get beaten up? My punishment that evening was to be thrown out of the house, into the snow. For me, this was nothing new. I was already used to being locked out, so I did what I knew best. I stole a lighter, went near the forest and made a nice spot for a fire. In the end, I managed to light a fire, broke branches from trees so I wouldn't have to lie on the frozen, snow-covered ground. To keep the pain or bad thoughts from flooding my mind again, I tried to close my eyes and control my thoughts. To select what was beneficial and what was not, obviously replacing all the pain, tears, and cold. And continuing to mentally build my future, step by step, separating everything toxic and implementing the opposite in my mind. For example, my father is always drunk equals it's clear I will never do that. Or I receive pain, injustice, and ruthless cruelty equals I will do the opposite all my life. When I have my own family, as a man, I will take responsibility to create, together with my partner, a safe environment full of smiles and love, and any problems or arguments, as in any couple, will be resolved only through open communication. It is clear that any bad event that happens to us can be turned into something good for us. If we are able to distinguish between events, things, people, and actions, we are able not to repeat or become the same. In case we grow up in a toxic environment or relationship, there's no point in behaving or following the same steps that made you suffer. Indeed, the hardest thing is to choose good without harming the person who has already hurt you emotionally or mentally. But at the same time, this is true strength. Now, I invite you to subscribe to my channel. Also, please leave a thumbs up if you liked this video. See you soon.